In this video, we'll be taking a look at the Call Data Viewer for CallSuite. The Call Data Viewer is a tool that will be most useful to you if you think of it as a search tool. It can be used to look through all of the raw data used to generate the CallSuite reports. To access the Call Data Viewer, scroll down in the CallSuite menu to the Tools section. You will see it as the first option. As you can see, the main interface to the data viewer is simply a grid that shows each individual call. Along the top, you can see the various field descriptions. Each field has an entry box that can be used for filtering. Before we get into the filtering, I want to talk about some of the important fields shown below. Most importantly, everything starts off being sorted by date time. The next few fields are what can really tell you what type of call is showing by looking at the call type and direction. The call type can show you if it was local, long distance, internal, international, or any of the other call types listed in the documentation accompanying this video. Moving along, you can see that fields are available to filter down the city, state, duration, and cost. Next, you will see all of the numbers associated with the call. First, we have original dialed number. Think of this as the number that was entered into the phone to get the caller where they wanted to go. In the case of an outbound call, the original dialed number will include the access code that was dialed. For an inbound call, it can mean a few different things. You will see hunt group numbers, extensions, as well as references to the phone number the caller dialed. For example, our main number is 724-940-0400. If someone were to call this number, 0400 would be the original dialed number. Next, we have the calling and called numbers. These are the two fields used most by reporting. This will let you know the actual extension that made or answered the call, as well as the external number. Next, we have the extension field. This field will always match either the calling or called number and is intended as a way to see all calls for an extension, both inbound and outbound. Finally, we have the UCID field. UCID means Universal Call Identification. This field is used as a way to connect different parts of a call. For example, if a call was transferred from one extension to another, that would show as two lines in the data viewer. Both lines would have the same UCID to show that they are part of the same call. As you can see, at the top of each column, there will be a field that can be used to apply filters. The filters allow you to narrow down what is displaying to find what you are looking for. For example, I want to see all calls involving extension 2175. I have entered that into the extension field, and now I can click on the filter icon beside the value to select the filter I would like to apply. There are options for equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, and a few others that depend on the field that you are using. In this case, I am selecting the equal to filter. Now you can see that all calls being displayed are associated with extension 2175. I could keep going. Maybe I only want to see calls that last longer than 1 minute. I could put a 1 in the duration field, then apply a greater than filter. You can see that it maintained the extension filter, so now I am only seeing calls for extension 2175 that lasted longer than 1 minute. Once you have the information filtered to what you want to see, you can apply sorting. To sort by one of the fields at the top, simply click the field name. You can click it one more time to reverse the sort. In addition to sorting and applying filters, you can also control exactly which fields are shown. For example, maybe you're not interested in seeing the city and state fields. By removing the checkbox, you can see that those fields are now hidden below. If you need to share information found in the Call Data Viewer, you can do so by clicking the Excel icon in the top right. By default, it will export in the 2003 XLS format. This can be changed to the 2007 XLSX format if needed. There are two other important notes about the Call Data Viewer. First, there will be one filter already applied when you open this page. This will be on the Date Time field. It will be set to show you the last 3 days of activity. You can always look back further, you just need to change the filter. Lastly, it is important to know how the duration and talk time fields are formatted. You can see that the fields are stored with decimal values. That is because the IP office reports duration to us in minutes and tenths of minutes. For example, if you wanted to see all calls over 30 seconds, you would need to enter 0.5 as the duration and then use the greater than filter. Thank you for watching, and please check out our other videos to see everything that Call Suite Live can do for you.